shout out to Drake's lawyers for running the biggest scam of the year.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Drake, I'm going to be honest with you. You never should have been in them people's courthouse. The public knew it. The judge knew it. Your lawyers knew it. Everybody knew it. Except you. As long as you kept cutting the checks, them lawyers were going to keep hyping you up. They did their big one with this case. Kids in private school, retirement fund set, boat payments made. I'm talking about you sued for defamation over a diss record. And the judge basically said, mind you, every single time your lawyers filed something in the case, Not Like Us started trending again. That song dropped in 2024. If you had just left it alone, the hype would have died down, but you kept it on the charts with the lawsuit. You lost in the streets and in court. Is that not crazy to you? And the lawyer's response today was they plan to appeal today's rulings. They must have a couple more payments left on their kids' private school tuition. I'm ready to pronounce my sentence. Drake will be forced to listen to Not Like Us nonstop 24/7 for 1 full year for wasting the people's time down to the courthouse. Next case.
What is good, yo? Welcome back to the channel. Now listen, it's finally happy. I'm finally happy to see that this case is thrown out, because it was going to jeopardize everything we knew about hip hop and rap battle as we knew it. If this case had went sideways and Lawbury got his way, he would have ruined what we had considered a good thing. He would have ruined hip hop forever. Now, if you out here defending this crap, well, I just say I hope bad superstitious things happen to you. I'm never going to go in 100% because, you know, I'm not that type of person. But I'm going to hug you either way. You need help. You need Jesus. And you might need a little therapy, but that's neither here nor there. Now, I got a lot of people responding because this has been going on for a long time. And if Lawbury had just took his L, learned how to lose, and go sit down, would have been in a whole different situation right now. But that did not happen. That did not happen. If this is your first time here, I appreciate you coming through. Hit the like video, hit the like button. Help get this video out to more people. Let me know down in the comments, how do you feel about UMG and this lawsuit being dismissed? Or are you on the side of they were against Drake, or you against Drake? How do you feel about the lawsuit? Let me know. I want to know down in the comments, because everybody have their opinion and everybody's entitled to their opinion. Now, I hope Drake don't keep dragging this. I hope he doesn't keep dragging this, because the L is getting bigger and bigger. I don't know if anybody could take a worse L. This has got to be one of the worst. This is worse than Ja Rule. This is worse than a lot of L's before. It's just that Drake was so big. It's going to take a while to come down. But you're on your way down, my brother.
People are still talking about the whole Drake lawsuit that was dismissed.
Yeah, dismissed, man.
It was dismissed. The whole promoting Kendrick Lamar for Not Like Us throughout this whole lawsuit. Like somebody tweeted out, they're like, yeah, shout out to Drake for promoting Kendrick's music this whole time the lawsuit was going on. And that's basically what was happening.
Yeah,
so
man.
when the lawsuit got dismissed, his streaming numbers went up for Not
Kendrick's
Like Us.
did, yeah.
It went back.
There it is, man.
On top of the game.
Now they want him to do the Super Bowl with Bad Bunny.
Yeah.
Again, no, just
But that's something where like a lot of people reacted with it, where they're like, okay, well, we kind of knew this was going to happen, but honestly, I was like, I wasn't sure. Like at some point there was so much evidence where I was like, okay, maybe he has something there.
I didn't quite understand the lawsuit.
Gotcha.
You know, it was so many different layers to it, you know, and then people just went with a broad stroke too. Like, why is he suing? But I didn't understand it.
Joe Budden was very vocal about it and called him a
Joe Budden? No.
Yeah. He called him a B.
Oh.
It was finally confirmed. The news broke that Drake's a
Oh man, so as you guys know, UMG celebrating their victory. First thing they told Drake ass was to get your ass back to work. In a statement, they said that without saying. From the outset, this suit was an affront to all artists and their creative expression and never should have seen the light of day. We're pleased with the court's dismissal and look forward to continuing our work successfully, promoting Drake's music and investing in his career.
I heard that successfully.
How do you continue to promote Drake after he just sued the label?
I know, man. That's what I was saying.
What's
that's
the relationship there?
We all work together, right?
Yeah.
And that's like if Louis put a lawsuit on me. Yeah. And then we had to work together. I would still look at you like, Yeah, now it'd be like whatever you accuse me of.
Yeah.
Now I'm gonna really do it.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. They'd be like, oh, we got a trip to such and such. I'd be like, well, give it to Maria. You know what I'm saying?
It's like one time I staged on my bully, and then he got away with it, and we went back to class, and then the walk to the classroom, he's like, oh, what'd you say? What was that about? I'm like, oh, no, it's never said anything.
Yeah, I saw you.
Yeah,
I wonder how many millions of dollars it took to like have this lawsuit, because it must have cost a lot of money, right?
So much.
I don't know. Nothing for Drake though. He got it.
Yeah, not at all.
I couldn't trust him. Like, if he was on my team, I just feel like you're a snitch. Like, why would you?
Damn.
But listen, I feel like
Drake lover.
I like Drake and I like his music, and I will still. But I'm just saying that that's how it would make me feel if he was like my friend, or like, you know, like we were on the same team. I'd be like, damn, he kind of a snitch, dude.
Really?
You know, it's crazy, but when you take a butt whooping so bad that all of a sudden you start doing things you normally won't do. And that's what we've seen from Drake. He's doing things he normally wouldn't do. And Kendrick told us he was going to do this. He told us he was going to start spiraling. When you start spiraling, you have no control over what happens. It's like you're having a seizure laying on the ground, and you just got to wait till it passes. You have to wait till it passes. And no matter what you do, whatever you try to do, is considered corny. You're a jabroni. Something like that. You know what a jabroni is? It means we looking at you funny.
If you read Drake's lawsuit and you read UMG's motion,
and that's a problem right there. A lot of people did not read the lawsuit. They just go hearsay, and whatever hearsay, depending on what it sounds like, that's what they went with. That's the narrative they span.
knew that shit was going to get dismissed. If y'all would have just read it, it's not. It was it wasn't plain English. It was kind of difficult to read. I'll be honest. It kind of wears your brain out trying to read it. But like, if you were to just like skip all the mumbo jumbo legalese that like is just them referencing other court cases and all that kind of stuff that you couldn't possibly understand unless you follow courts, like, and you just read it, it was actually really quite obvious that they had Drake's lawsuit dead to rights. And it wasn't just the whole like hyperbolic opinion versus statement of fact thing. Yeah, that was like the outer shell of UMG's defense. But like, there was a whole thing for, and just in case you do want to say it's a statement of fact, you also have to prove that we knew it wasn't true before the song came out. Which, how could it possibly be possible for anyone to know for sure that Drake's not a child lover, considering his history? No one knows that for sure. They pointed out other cases with very similar circumstances that ended up with outcomes of the case.
I thought he was going to go in another direction, but either way, does anybody out there who think Drake had an opportunity to win this lawsuit? I want to know. I want somebody to let me know, because I could say I'm usually down the middle. Yeah, I don't like Drake, but I used to be a huge Drake fan. And even the only person that's still hanging with Drake is Maul. Maul is balls to the walls when it comes to Drake. But everybody else is like, bro, this doesn't make sense. None of this makes sense. Could y'all make it make sense for me?
Drake just took a big legal loss against his own record label. Keep in mind, why would you even have an incentive to continue to drop music at this point? Like, you're contractually bound to. This is the worst situation I've ever seen in my life, honestly. For a musician, you take one of the biggest public losses that you can ever take. Afterwards, you say, you know what? I'm in denial. I'm gonna keep trying to do my thing. But you get tired of niggas bringing it up. You thought that the heat was gonna die down after maybe a week or two after the battle was over. It ended up becoming the song of the summer. Niggas listen to it crazy. It's everywhere you go. For some people, me personally, I didn't really see it or hear it like that much, but I do recognize its larger reach. You get annoyed and you like, you know what, man, fuck this nigga and fuck my label for even letting this shit go out there. I'm supposed to be the head honcho of this shit. They were supposed to protect me. Boom, lawsuit. And your fans is big. They bigging you up. They blowing your head up. Your fans are blowing your head up. Everybody that's on your side is blowing your head up and filling you up with these ideas that you actually have something here. That you can actually go to court with this and not be making a public fool out of yourself. So now you're taking 2, 3, 4 L's, all the information that's coming out, and then your fans think you actually got a leg to stand on. That's crazy. You got to roll out. People like, okay, he might have lost the battle, but he might be winning the war. Maybe he gets some wiggle room in court. Maybe he at least gets a settlement offer from his label, get some money out the deal. You know, at the very least, this whole thing could have at least given you some cash. You know what I'm saying? Walk away with something. Dismissed? Nothing? You've been dragging this for over a year after the L and you still don't get any progress. On top of that, you're still on your label, still in your deal, and you still owe them a project or two probably. I don't know how many projects he owes UMG at this point still. I have no idea.
Does anybody really know how many albums Drake have left on his deal with UMG? Because I have a feeling like this is one of those forever deals that number keeps resetting every year. You got 6 left. Nope, you got that one didn't count. It wasn't good enough. You got 6 left. I'm just saying, I don't know. But let me know down in the comments how many more albums does Drake have with UMG? Because at this point, if it's one album left, just do the album and we roll out. But the way he's fighting UMG, it seems like it's more than 2. I'm just saying. And where's the money Drake was supposed to be getting? Somebody was saying that, yeah, they're gonna settle. What happened to all that? Let me know. I want to know. Where's all that same energy was?
I hope he drops bodies.
I
Now
like where your
that
head's
fuck
at.
ass case has been dismissed, I hope that's what he was waiting for. Friday is around the corner. Maybe he'll surprise us. I don't know. But OV Ho.
I like where her head's at. I hope he dropped bodies too. I think bodies is some reason is going to be on Absol and Schoolboy Q type thing. We may see that in Australia. I'm open.
Hoes, I understand this is a very tragic time for y'all. And I understand y'all have been stalking Kendrick's tour. You've been stalking his fan pages just to, feel something because your guy's on tour right now. I was surprised when I checked, and yes, he is still on tour, but y'all aren't paying attention to him at all. But the crowd doesn't like him either because he's trying to force mosh pits again. But y'all gonna have a very rough rest of the fucking year. I hope you know that, and I hope you got your tissues ready. You have a little bit of a reprieve right now because Kendrick doesn't go back on tour until December. So get your hatred together, get your, your dislike of his fans together, because we about to be all up in y'all face.
And to be clear, I definitely think Kendrick got something coming before December. It's normal for him. This is going to be the time when he's going to drop something. He dropped GNX. What was it, last November? My birthday month, of course. Come on, Dot. We need that project. You know what I'm saying? So it's not far-fetched. Big up to all these content creators out here creating for us. Long Beach Willie, I think his name is, something like that.
You're suing because you asked him to call you a pedophile and he did? No, I'm suing because it got popular. He's a 69 god isn't illegal to say, and it goes so hard. Yeah, nigga, you got your ass whooped. Well, if he didn't use bots, how'd the song become so huge? Have you not heard it? Play it again. No, we Play it again, damn it. Your lawyer said you have a good case. Can I talk to your lawyer? OV helps. Yeah, he's using you to buy a new pool. We're gonna appeal the verdict. And I guess a new house as well. How's the lawyer getting in on it? I'm fucking crying. Why is this law submitted in the American legal system? Why did you need it in legal documentation? You've been losing for a year and a half, nigga. I'm suing you for having listened to the Heart Part 6. I was trying my best. Well, you should have tried harder. It was very difficult. It is not that funny, Cody. Well, obviously not from your perspective. Yeah, man, case dismissed. Get that nigga out of here. I'm not fucking leaving. Okay, I'm leaving. Yeah, nigga dip. All right, run that shit back one more time.
So let me get this straight.
Yep.
Drake starts a fight, gets his ass whooped, then go run and tell the teacher to try to get you in trouble. And the teacher looked at him and said, stop being a bitch and take your ass whooping like a man.
That sounds about right.
And after suing your job, you got to go clock in to work on Monday. Mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm. All you had to do was take your L like a man. This would have been a distant memory by now. But you sued. You sued. You put the culture in danger. You put free speech and music in danger because you couldn't take your L like a man. I know the OVO hope. They've been quiet too. Where y'all at? Where y'all at? Y'all been quiet.
And that's the thing, man. When you're not like us, you do things like that. It's not normal for us to sue each other over a diss track, my G. You ain't never gonna win that one with me. You was asking where they at? Look, one's right here. Hear this gibberish.
But apparently rap is off limits. You can just say whatever and it's cool, which is crazy to me, especially.
Bro, this shit is sad, man. This nigga lost his lawsuit, and these niggas still trying to find a way to cope.
That's
and it's sad. It's grown ass niggas. First off, nigga, you look like you out of the goddamn 70s or some shit. How old are you? But I'm like, that's why we be saying that these niggas do not know hip hop or like hip hop. They just like Drake. This nigga say, apparently, you can say whatever you want in a diss track on rap. My nigga, where have you been? You just figuring that out? So you just figured that out? Man, come on, man.
These are some of his top glazers, and that's all they do. They out here to put the fire out and start a new one. That's all their job. That's their responsibility. That's it.
Drake, can we wrap this up, baby? Because this is embarrassing. Like, you and your coworker just do not know how to take that L. Lil Wayne, get your people. I'm gonna need you to schedule a meeting right now because Drake got your company new money out here looking like store credit. Drake, do not piss me off because you know, I know, and quite literally everybody knows that UMG did not manipulate the success of that song because everybody and their mama was listening to it at that time. Not Like Us was quite literally the anthem of 2024, and that's why the courts dismissed your case, stating that it was a non-actionable opinion. But because Drake is a sore loser, he's appealing the defamation case, furthermore prolonging his embarrassment. And yet, Drake, the song still reigns true that you are not like us because us Americans are tired, baby. We are dealing with a recession and the government is shut down. Take your ass and your problems back to Canada, please.
Facts. He's not like us for real. He did things after this battle that normal people from the hood just don't do. Sorry to say.
The judge has dismissed Drake's defamation lawsuit against UMG for the song Not Like Us. In addition to Drake's other claims of harassment from the song and deceptive practices, aka bots, were also dismissed from insufficient evidence. I told y'all this lawsuit was all about UMG not taking Not Like Us down.
He basically was trying to get them to take the song down. That's basically what it is. Like, if you read between the lines, he went to them multiple times complaining about the records, trying to resolve the issue.
I honestly don't even believe Drake wanted it to go this far to a lawsuit, but he kept pulling UMG's bluff and they kept standing on business behind the song. They were not removing the song. The judge basically attributed hyperbole to the reason why he dismissed this case, saying that people are going to talk mess within rap battles, and that's exactly what happened. And from this song, no one is actually going around and saying that Drake is a PDF. Although, never mind. After the dismissal, UMG is like, we look forward to continuing to help Drake's career. This is a huge win for hip hop, and I really hope that Kendrick Lamar celebrates by adding Not Like Us on the GNX Deluxe. But y'all let me know what y'all think about Drake's latest L down in the comments.
Kendrick could never add Not Like Us to the deluxe. That's not who he is. He'll never do that for sure. I could definitely say that. But listen, I have no doubt in my mind that Drake wanted this song never to be heard again. If it was up to him, this song would be shelved. Not Like Us will never be heard again. It'll be erased from the record books. And of course, that's what he wants to do. But thank God that this judge protect hip hop. That's kind of what happened today. Now I know most people believe that, oh yeah, we should always go against UMG, but in this case, UMG was standing for hip hop and just creative arts.
For something that no artist has ever asked for or received, and it's going to be very interesting to see if he receives that.
As far as money,
as far as compensation for damages,
on the lawsuit side,
absolutely. We talking upwards of $2 billion.
Well, I guess we'll never know. This is the only person.
Yeah.
This is the only person I look forward to. I might actually stream Rory and Maul's podcast specifically for that part. The Aubrey Sexuals, the Aubrey Angels, y'all off the hook. You know what I'm saying? Because y'all are fans. Him?
Yeah.
Maul? Yeah, I got to see that take.
Maul's dangerous.
I got to hear that take. I got to hear because I know Drake told him first. And he realized, now I got to get on the podcast and I have to talk about it. I want y'all to understand something too. Nobody's riding with UMG. For the better part of the music industry's existence, all of those big record labels are shady. We can understand that. We said that Drake's battle is not the same battle as some of these other rappers. Nope. As a matter of fact, Drake did not use any of these other instances in order to plead his case. Okay? He was upset because he lost a rap battle.
Facts.
That's what he was upset about. So now he took multiple L's this year. He allowed Kendrick to have a rollout unimaginable at this point, like a generational run. Then he kept it going because of the lawsuit. People were more likely tuned in because of Drake's lawsuit. If he would not have put that lawsuit out and just kept putting out music, nobody would have said shit. Nobody would have kept this going. But Drake and that ego, man. Drake and that ego, he could not bear himself to win. And HQ said this. Shout out to HQ said this. Hip hop was saved today because this was going to set the precedent for any other rap beef. If you lost a rap beef, basically you were going to be able to sue this person for defamation.
Brother, amen, my brother. Hip hop was saved today. Now listen, this judge, she put the ruling down. She came hard and she saved hip hop today. Now, if anybody who thinks Drake was doing this for the industry, I'm just here to let y'all know that that is incorrect. Drake was all in for himself, and that's what he's always been about. Now, I'm wondering how much money did he lose in this case, because I'm trying to figure out what did he think he was going to gain. Was he actually going to win money and gain money from this? Because millions of dollars was spent. Time was wasted. We all knew it was going to get thrown out. You know, I got a lot more clips, but I'm going to keep these videos short for y'all because I know y'all like these clips. But it's a very interesting situation because Drake is the one that's allowed Not Like Us to have legs. Not Like Us should have been dead months ago. It's on tour now, but now it's, and then you know what's funny? The way Not Like Us was removed from the Billboard 100s on some technicality. You know what that technicality was? Drake in the back suing. It had to be Drake in the back suing. Now, Not Like Us is back charting again this week. You know what I mean? It's back as one of the top streams because this lawsuit will always resurrect Not Like Us. And plus, you know what? South America just got the whole of Not Like Us. You know, Europe got it, South America got it, you know, parts or the whole of North America, Canada, US, and Mexico got it. I don't think Central America got, they didn't get it. Colombia is close to Central America, but that sure got cancer. We know got cancer. But when I Like Us has been blasted all over this world now. We know for a fact because it was played. Make sure y'all go check out the videos on the Cove, you know, of the GNX tour from North America to Canada to Europe, South America, and we got Australia coming up the end of the year. Still hoping we see Africa, but I'm happy that this case got thrown out for real because it was definitely going to ruin hip hop as we knew it. Now, I need y'all to let me know down in the comments, how do y'all feel about hip hop being saved by this judge? You know, normally, like he said, we don't root for UMG. UMG is the machine that we all grow to hate. But in this situation, you cannot root for Drake when he's trying to destroy everything about what we love about rap music, everything we love about what made it so inspirational throughout the world. Because you got to think about it. When it comes to rap music and rap culture, that influenced a lot of cultures around the world. Every culture in the African diaspora listened to Black Americans. And that's kind of how it's been. But I'm going to leave it there, y'all. I'm going to need y'all to let me know in the comments what y'all think about this video. Not Like Us is finally thrown out, and we can get back to rapping. I'm hoping Kendrick dropped the rest of those songs, the other 5 diss tracks he had on vinyl or wherever he got them hid. But yo, I'm going to see y'all on the next one, y'all. Peace out. See y'all soon.